Menstruation. Menstruation. A lot of girls, when they hear the word menstruation, what occurs to them, what they think about is stain, blood, smell, discomfort, shame. No, that's not what menstruation is. Actually, menstruation is a beautiful thing. It's not something you should be ashamed of. It's normal. Menstruation is normal. It's a blessing. As a matter of fact, menstruation is one of the first indications that you are fertile. Is one of the first things that practically shows to you that you are fertile. It indicates fertility. So menstruation is not a sickness. Menstruation is not abnormal. Menstruation isn't something you should be ashamed of. It's a blessing and it's beautiful. Now, what's menstruation? Let's define it. Menstruation is the process of a woman discharging blood from the lining of the uterus at intervals. Okay, your eggs have become ripened, and month after month, depending on the degree of the degree of their ripeness, they shed. Like when it's, let's say one gets ripe this month and pregnancy does not occur, it comes out as blood. And a number of times when menstruation flows out, you might see some thick things. Some people, when they remove their pad, they look at it and they see things that look like small meats on the pad. Don't be afraid. It's blood cloth. It's some of the blood that have clotted that is coming with the loose blood. And that's what looks like meat on your pad. Okay, before I go deeper into what menstruation is and the indications for you as a girl in puberty, let me introduce myself. Well, my name is Dr. Taye Lolu. I'm a coach and mentor for children, and today I just want to give you light and sight about the topic menstruation, because I know that a lot of my girls, they are blossoming. A lot of them are already getting ripened. They are ready for the onset of menstruation. And I also know that quite a lot of you are already having your menstrual flow. You have already begun your monthly periods. And so this video this morning is going to give you, more enlightenment about what menstruation entails. So menstruation is called menarche for girls who are just having it. It is the medical term for the first menstrual period. So the first flow that you have, the first monthly flow that you have, is biologically called or medically called menarche. Alright, and like I said in my introduction, menstruation is not something that you should be sad about. As a matter of fact, a lot of the things you were doing before, you will still be able to do them even when you start having your monthly periods. Okay, so menstruation happens within certain days in the month. Some people have their blood flow 3 days, some 4, some 5, some 6, some 7. I remember when I started menstruating, I was 16 years old, and that was about 26 years ago, because now I'm 42. I remember that in the first couple of months, my menstruation was irregular. I would have it first month, second month, third month, I won't see it. It won't come. Fourth month, I might see it for just a day or two. It took quite a couple of months before it was steady and consistent. So let's say perhaps you started your menstrual period some months ago and you realize that you've not seen your period this month and you are bothered. I don't want you to be bothered. I don't want you to be troubled. It takes a while for consistent routine to set in when it comes to menstruation. Okay, so menstruation happens when your menstrual flow begins. You're going to have it within the ranges of 3 days to 7 days. When I started my menstruation, my flow was 7 days. When it became consistent, when I started having children, it became 5 days. And now I think the last period I had last month, I had it for 4 days. It was 4 days last month. Okay, so it depends. All right, and some people are called late bloomers and some are called early bloomers. I'm among those you call late bloomers because I did not get my menstrual period until after my SS3, after WAEC. I actually started my menstruation when I was 16. So if you are maybe 14, 15, and a lot of your friends have already begun to see their menstrual period and you are yet to see yours, not to worry, you soon get it. I got mine at 16, and for my category we are called late bloomers. All right, so these are some dynamics that I want you to note about menstruation. I want you to listen now. In menstruation, blood flows out of your vagina. It trickles down. Don't be scared. It's normal. It doesn't come out like a gush of tap flow. No, it just flows out. But you feel the wetness. You feel the warmness in your inner thigh area. I remember the day I had my period. I was with my dad and I suddenly began to feel water in my inner thighs. I rushed to the bathroom to check because I was scared. Was I weeing on my body? And when I bent, to look, I saw that it was blood. And I had to scream. It was actually my daddy that got me toilet roll, toilet paper, which he taught me to roll it. And I placed it there. And I firmly wore my pants on it. All right, so you feel that liquid flow out of your vagina. Okay, it flows down. You feel it. There's no way you won't feel it. A number of times you might feel the muzzle of your vagina contrasting when the flow is coming. You will feel as if something inside your vulva hurts. There will be a muscular discomfort there. Then you begin to feel the trickle as the blood flows down. Okay, don't be scared, all right? It's your menstrual period. Okay, point number 2. Okay, you need to collect that blood with something. You either collect the blood with toilet roll, you collect, some people use menstrual cup, or although I've never heard of that, some people use towel, clean towel, they cut it. So when they want to dispose, they wash it, they dry it in the sun, then they use another one. But I think pads is the best. Some use toilet roll. You know why toilet roll is bad is because the pieces we hang to the hair of your public area and it's not always so tidy. It can even go in. Okay, so it's better to use menstrual pad. And I recommend always. Always is good. It's soft. It's tender. Okay, it won't be harsh on your private region. Okay, so how often should you change your menstrual pad? You change your menstrual pad at least once every 6 hours. But if you have heavy flow, you might need to change it earlier. You change it within maybe 3 or 4 hours. Some people have heavy flow. The blood is gushing out heavy. Some people have medium or normal flow. For that, 6 hours is okay. You dispose the former pad, you use another one. And when you want to dispose your pad, please don't flush it down the toilet. It can block the WC, the pipes. So what you can do is roll it and put it in a nylon, tie it and put it in a trash. Put it in a trash. Some people would say you should rinse the blood off before disposing it. I can't do that. It's irritating. How would I be using my hands to wash blood on a pad? So what I do, I remove it, I tie it in something and I throw it into the trash bin. Okay, so you can get a female to show you how to do that. So Michelle, do I still have pad at home? I would have used my pad and a pants to show you how to wear that. But you can tell your mommy to show that to you. Okay, you can tell your mom. Although I will still practicalize that and share it on my WhatsApp group for my mentees so that they can see how to put pad on their pants. Okay, so so you can tell your mom or any female adult to show you how to place your pad on your panties. I already said that in the first few months your menstrual period can be irregular. You might get it this month, you don't get it next month. Don't worry, it will soon become normal. So far you have not yet begun sexual relations, there's nothing to worry about. So what are the signs of an oncoming period? What are the signs you get when your menstrual flow is about to start? Maybe for someone who is just about to begin, or for someone who has already been having their menstrual period. Number one, cramping. There will be a sort of cramping, we call it menstrual pain, around your lower belly. Number two, back or leg aches. It will be as if your lower back aches or a part of your leg. Mood swings. You may become extremely emotional. Little things can make you cry. Little things can make you angry. Little things will get you very emotional. Then also you can be very sweaty. A lot of people, when their period is near, maybe 2 or 1 day to their blood flow, they will realize they are sweating a lot. Some people, they bloat, they will look swollen, as if they suddenly got fat. Okay, some people feel extremely tired, and also your breast will feel very soft, as if they poured water inside. It will be very soft and squishy. Is a sign for you to know that your period flow is near. And your vaginal discharge, there's this white creamy substance that comes out of your vagina near to your menstruation. When you begin to see a gush of it, like when you remove your pants, or for those of you that use panty liners like me, you put something very thin on your pants before you wear. When you try to remove that thing, you see a lot of whitish on it. Is a sign, and that whitish will be like okra. It will be drawy. Is a sign that your menstrual flow is imminent. So you need to keep a menstrual pad in your bag handy. Okay, so when your period comes, it can come every 28 days, some people every 30 days. So you need to keep track so that you be prepared. For me, I have my period every 28 days, sometimes 29 days, depending on my diet that month, depending on how well I exercise, depending on my hormones. Sometimes I get it every 30 days, and sometimes every 32 days. But you need to consistently record somewhere so that you can guess right that, okay, every 28 days my period will show. All right, so menstruation is one of the resultant signs of puberty. Is a sign that you're maturing. What are the other signs that shows maturation in addition to menstruation? One, you start having hairs in your private area, your vagina. You have hairs under your armpits. Your hips begin to widen. Your breast begin to blossom. It starts growing, and your nipples become more obvious. They become a bit darker, and they protrude a bit. Some don't protrude, they just go wider and dark. Okay, then your breast, your breast will rosen out. Is a sign of maturation. Then your vaginal discharge becomes conspicuous. When you are nearing puberty, you know that, oh, there's discharge on my pants. For those of you that your parents can afford it, you can tell them to buy you panty liners. Panty liners is not used for menstruation. I use it every day. It's something very thin. It's like pad, but it's thinner. You put it on your pants before you wear it. Then you remove it when you want to remove your pants. You dispose it. It makes your pants to last, and it makes them white. For those of you that like wearing white panties, it makes your white pants to be sparkling for a long time. Okay, so hairs on your pubic, your hips widen, and you be growth spots. You suddenly grow. People will say, you've grown taller, you've grown bigger. Is a sign of puberty. Then some people have pimples on their face. They have pimples. For some people, it's a sign of puberty. Then increased sweating is also a sign. So menstruation can be painful. We call it menstrual pain. When it happens, you can use pain relief like paracetamol. You can drink lots of warm water. You can take a warm bath. You can go for short walks. You rest well, then you stay away from sugary snacks. As a point of information, when your period is approaching, it is advisable to stay away from sugary snacks. All right, and make sure you practice hygiene a lot during menstruation. Whenever you urinate, even on ordinary days, make sure you dab water on your vagina to clean the surface blood. And whenever you are cleaning up during your menstruation, don't poke your finger into your vagina. No, don't poke your finger. Some people, when they want to wash, they dip their finger. No, don't. Just wash the surface area. Wash the surface area, then you wash your hands. Alright, don't prod your finger into your vagina. You know, during menstruation, your vagina is super duper sensitive and you don't want to hurt it. So just wash the surface area and that would suffice. Okay? Wash your hands every time you change your pad. Every time you urinate and you wash your vagina, make sure you wash your hands. Okay? And okay, I think that's all for that. Dispose your pads appropriately. And yes, menstruation blood smells. It smells. It's yucky. It's yuck. Okay, but it's okay. You know, it's discharge from your inner parts. So it has its own peculiar smell. But don't be so disgusted by it. After all, it's from your body. So I just thought you should be aware that it smells. Okay, so sometimes you might see thick things like meat on your pad. It's clotted blood. It's not, don't think, oh, there's meat, my tummy is cutting inside. No, it's clotted blood. It's okay. All right, so a few questions before I round up. What if you don't get your period in a month or more? Should you be afraid? No, if you are not engaged in sexual relations, if you have not had intercourse or sex with a boy, you shouldn't be afraid that perhaps you are pregnant. Pregnancy doesn't jump on people. You need to be in coitus before pregnancy would happen. Okay, so if you don't get it in a month or two, it's normal. It will still come. It might be because of diet changes. It might be because of environmental pollution. Maybe you inhaled pollutants in the atmosphere and it messed up your hormones. It can cause delay in menstruation. Okay, so if you are not yet sexually active, there's nothing to be afraid of. Question number 2. Will I get pregnant if a boy just touches me the moment I start menstruation? No. It is only when you have sex that you can get pregnant, but it is better to stay away from the touch of boys because it can be tempting and you don't want to make a mistake, all right? Wisdom is profitable to direct. So why am I warned about boys the moment I start menstruating? I hear that when girls start menstruating, a lot of advice comes. Stay away from boys, stay away from boys. No, it's not as bad as that. Boys can still be your friends. You can still play with them. You can study with them. But do not have sex with them. Do not date them. You are still a young child. After all, you are not planning to get married soon. So don't have any love relationship with a boy. All right, but it's not as bad as a lot of parents make it sound. All right, what happens during ovulation? I've heard about ovulation. During ovulation, you want to do this and that. Ovulation is just a window of days within your menstrual cycle when you feel more vulnerable, you feel more susceptible, you have this warm and desirous feeling. You know, you just like to be cuddled. That time you want somebody to embrace you, maybe your mommy or somebody. You just feel a bit more like a baby. Is your ovulation, because ovulation period will make you more emotional. It would increase your senses, heightened senses, mood changes. A lot of people get irritable, they feel depressed, they feel anger during ovulation. You know, the whatever emotions you feel, either positive or negative, is super extreme. But remember, your emotions are good followers but bad leaders. Don't let your emotions dictate your actions. Take charge of your emotions. And remember, they are good followers but bad leaders. It is not everything you feel like that you will yield yourself to. No. So in all, menstruation is beautiful. There are 4 phases in a menstrual cycle. We have menstruation, we have the follicular phase, we have ovulation, we have luteal phase. I would explain all this in another video. This is volume 1, and I think this has given you, light and enlightenment about menstruation. Good morning. If you have questions, send it to me on 08038408948. My name is Dr. Taye Lulu, and this is Menstruation Video 1. There will be a video 2 any moment from now. God bless you.